What's going on, Shady people? ShadyPenguinn here, welcoming you back to another Duel Links video. Today, 5Ds has dropped. We now have Synchro summoning. There's so much going on. The one thing, it's weird that there's no event over here. I have to say, it just came up and said, hey, there's a new SR ticket for you. And I wanted to show you guys the details of that event. But it looks like I can only go from Yu-Gi-Oh to Yu-Gi-Oh GX. I'm guessing though maybe once I go to Yu-Gi-Oh something will happen. I'm glad I'm showing this because this probably isn't just gonna happen to me, right? This will probably happen to someone else. Let me check if I have it open on my phone. I don't have it open on my phone. It came up with 5Ds, came up with train your Karibo. And that's it. And no nothing. I'm gonna try restarting the program. All right, here we go. All right, so if you launch your game and you're in GX, apparently this is not gonna come up. At least it didn't for me. But if you launch your game and you're in the Yu-Gi-Oh world, we have Stardust Acceleration as our new box. I see a Dark Elf there. The most exciting part of this whole box. Oh my gosh, Saber. Azura Eyes Silver Dragon. Azura, do you know what Azura means? Unexpected die. Instead of unexpected day. Poggers, that's amazing. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna scope all of this out. I'm gonna be streaming. If you're watching this video, I might actually be live on Twitch. If you want to come through there, we're building decks. We're not gonna be dueling at all today. We're gonna be going over this new box and picking up some of the packs. During either player's turn, this is Stardust Dragon. You have to know what Stardust does. We're gonna go over it. During either player's turn, when a card or effect is activated that would destroy a card on the field, you contribute this card, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy it. During the end phase, if this effect was activated this turn, you can special summon this card from your graveyard. Being able to stop destruction is everything, obviously. It's everything. It's absolutely everything. Then we have Genex Undyne. Oh, Genex support. You can send one water monster from your deck to the graveyard, add one Genex controller from your deck to your hand. So, when this card is normal summoned, you can send a Treeborn to the grave. Okay. Or if there's like a water tuner. So like, you gotta remember, we gotta think through the lens of tuners now. Honestly, Treeborn is amazing with Synchros. So this is probably really good with Treeborn. Double X Saber. Everyone just call them X Sabers, but for some reason I like to say double X. When this card is synchro summoned, you can select and destroy up to 3 spell or trap cards on the field. Wow. Okay. With one tuner and one or more non-tuner Saber monsters, you can destroy your opponent's whole back row. Their entire back row can go away. Azura Eyes Silver Dragon. If this card is special summoned, dragon type monsters you control cannot be targeted or destroyed by card effects until the end of the next turn. Once returned during your standby phase, you can target one normal monster in your graveyard and special summon that target. So this can go ahead and bring more monsters out. And it's one tuner and one or more non-tuner normal monsters. This is very good. It's very good for a specific archetype that I like a lot. And it protects your dragon type monsters. The White Stone of Legend. If this card is sent to the graveyard, add one Blue Eyes White Dragon from your deck to your hand. This is interesting. This is extremely interesting because we know there's lots of ways to send cards from your deck to your graveyard in this game. And there's some Blue Eyes White Dragons in here. We have Genex Controller, which is just a 3-star machine tuner. 1400, boom. This is Genex Controller. That's what Genex Undyne gets. So Genex Undyne into Genex Controller. Nice. Silver's Cry is a quick play spell. Target one dragon type normal monster in your graveyard. Special summon that target. Whoa, we're already there. There's a normal dragon. There's a Gemini. There's a Gemini dragon. All right. I think about Geminis immediately. Unexpected Day. If you control no monster, special summon one level 4 or lower normal monster from your deck. This is literally all Gemini support to me. Well, actually, no. They're not considered normal monsters in your deck. Only in your hand, or field and grave, rather. Field and grave. So this isn't Gemini support. Don't get excited. But I did want to say, there's also an event going on. They didn't show me. But 5D's World Release Celebration campaign. A Prismatic SR. Let's sort by release date, because that's what I usually do to see what I don't have. Rizabel, the Star Adjuster. When this card is special summoned, you can target one face-up monster in the field, increase its level by 3. Now, this is actually important, obviously, in Duel Links. If you have a 2-star tuner and then you summon this, you can target itself, you can target the tuner. Now you have an 8-star synchro. So it's very, very important. I'm probably just going to snag that. Wow, there's a lot of cards I don't have. Oh my gosh. Maybe I won't just snag that out of whimsy and whimsical. I'll just have to look through these later. And they look so good, Prismatic. Oh my gosh. So yes, come back to Duel Links if you haven't. At least log in. Get your tickets. Play along with me. I think we can see the campaign here. That's Celebration Sale. Release Celebration Campaign. Day 1, SR ticket. Day 2, Ultra Rare Dream ticket. Then regular SR ticket, regular Ultra Rare ticket, SR ticket, and then Ultra Rare Prismatic. So log in for 6 days. We can get Junk, obtain special gifts by logging in during the 5 days event, 1,000 gems, Junk Warrior Prismatic, Junk Synchron, plus 1 or more non-tuner monsters. If this card is Synchro Summon, it gains attack equal to the total attack of all 2 or lower monsters you currently control. There are things you can do. I really like, I'm so interested to see how this goes. All right, let's jump into the main box. The new main box. Oh my gosh, there's so much. There's so much right now. Oh, this is, okay, so this is for, this is a deck. The deck comes with a Junk Synchron, Junk Servant. If you control a Junk monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. Wow. Junk Forward. If you control no monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand. This is a 2-star Synchro. I like how the 2, why is the 2 in green all of a sudden? Oh, because it's a tuner. So if you see the level in green over here, that means it's a tuner. That's a really nice way for you to know quickly if you don't want to, read 5 letters. For a Synchro Summon, you can substitute this card for any one Synchron tuner monster. Once per turn, you can discard 1 card, then target 1 non-junk monster in your graveyard. Special summon that target. If you do, immediately after this effect resolves, Synchro Summon 1 Synchro monster that lists Synchron monster as a tuner, using that monster in this card only. So basically, you can get fodder from the grave to Synchro Summon, and you have to do it immediately, which basically your target's going to be Junk Warrior, because you want to grab a 3-drop, or it's going to be Gravity Warrior. Oh no, this can't be Gravity Warrior. This doesn't specify Synchron. Speed Warrior. Once per battle phase, this card was normal summon this turn. You can make its attack double its original attack until the end phase. So fortunately, you can at least purchase this one with gems. You can get 1 deck with gems. You can get 1 deck for $2 and then 1 deck. So you have to spend a total of $6 and 500 gems in order to get what you want. If you want to get 3 copies of this deck and have 3 copies of these 1-drops. Harmonic Waves. Target 1 face-up monster in the field that becomes level 4 until the end phase. Junk Barrage. When the equipped monster destroys a monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, inflict damage equal to half the destroyed monster's attack in the graveyard. Interesting. It's not original attack. You could do some zesty stuff with this, actually. You could do some really, I don't know. Actually, no, you can't. You have to be able to attack over it. Never mind. Doesn't matter. Okay, so that is recommended. Then we have the new main box. The new main box. We're just going to crack open some packs first. And then we'll go over anything we don't pull. Gen X Doctor. You contribute 1 face of Gen X controller to select and destroy 1 card on the field. Keyman the Key Warrior. Once per turn during your main phase, you can make this card level 3 until the end phase. So that's for Synchro Summoning. Synchro Deflector. Activate only when a Synchro monster you control is selected as an attack target. Negate the attack and destroy 1 monster your opponent controls. This is really good for, like, I don't know. I feel like this is good in Stardust because Stardust is protecting from destruction, and this will just protect from big monsters that try to attack over it. Ooh, we got shinies. Level Returner. Reduce the level of 1 face-up monster you control by 2. Priestess with, oh my gosh, wow. Priestess with blue eyes of blue. During either player's turn, when a card effect is activated that targets this face-up card, you can send 1 effect monster you control to the graveyard, and if you do, add it to 2 blue eyes monsters with different names from your deck to your hand. If this card is in your graveyard, you can target 1 blue eyes monster you control, shuffle it into the deck, and if you do, special summon this card. You can only use this effect once per turn. Either per turn, only once that turn. Okay. Then Offerings to the Doom. This card was already in the game. Target 1 face-up monster in the field. Destroy that target. Also skip your next draw phase. That was in that other box. People running about a 2-star Pyro. Although they always suffer in silence, they swear an oath to inevitably revolt. This is not, I mean, this is obviously in here for some Synchro-ish stuff. It's not a tuner, unfortunately, but I know that you can special summon Pyros from the grave with that 1 monster, Crater from Within, or the thing that lives in the crater. Dark Scorpion, Cliff the Trap Remover. When this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you can activate 1 of these effects. Target 1 spell trap card in the field, destroy that target, send the top 2 cards of their deck to the graveyard. Gen X Neutron. Once per turn during the end phase, if this card was normal summon this turn, you can add 1 machine type tuner from your deck to your hand. Wow, an 1800 light machine that adds to your hand at the end of the turn. That's pretty good. That's pretty solid. Curse of the Circle. Target one monster your opponent controls. Your opponent cannot tribute it or use it as synchro material monster. Double X Saber Guard Strike. If you have 2 or more X Saber monsters in your graveyard and control no monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand. Wow, okay. So you can straight up just special summon a 5-drop and use it for synchro summoning or just beat down because it's 5 stars, 2100. Dust Storm of Gusto. Your opponent cannot activate cards or effects when Gusto monsters you control declare their attacks this turn. Dark Scorpion Gorge the Strong, I believe we already had, and Dark Scorpion Monet the Thorn. When this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you can activate one of these effects. Add one Dark Scorpion card from your deck to your hand. Target one Dark Scorpion card to your graveyard, add that target to your hand. So, Dark Scorpion is like the new archetype that's added among all of these synchro monsters. Tribute one synchro monster you control, you do not take any damage until the end phase of the next turn. Cosmic Flare. Target one Stardust Synchro monster you control. This turn, if that Synchro monster you control battles an opponent's monster, shuffle that opponent's monster into the deck at the start of the damage step. If a Stardust Synchro monster you control would tribute itself to activate its effect, you can banish this card from the graveyard instead. It's not like there's a main phase 2 in Monster Reborn anyway, so it doesn't really matter that Stardust would live in your turn. In the main game, this card's probably actually better, so that you don't have to put it in your graveyard and have your opponent banish it. But it's still pretty good. Gusto Squirrow. When this card is destroyed by a card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon level 5 or higher Gusto monster from your deck. Oh, by card effect. Interesting. And it's a tuner. Oh, and you can special summon level 5 or higher? Wow, Gusto's got support, boys. Gusto's got support. Check the yellow. When this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you can activate one of these effects. Target one card of the field, return that target to the hand. Look at the top of their deck, then return it to the top or bottom of the deck. And then in a Gen X controller, our first Gen X controller. United Resistance, a 3-drop Thunder. Variety comes out. Return one face-up synchro monster you control to the extra deck to select and special summon a tuner monster from your graveyard whose total levels equal the level of that synchro monster. Ooh, you cannot synchro summon the turn you activate this card. Feels bad. Stardust Shimmer. Look at that card art. Select one dragon-type synchro monster in your graveyard. Remove from play other monster in your graveyard whose total level equals the level of the selected monster and special summon it from the graveyard. That's cool. I like that. Shine Knight. This card is level 4 while face up in defense position. Cool. Level Returner. And then Light Wave Tuning. Select one level 4 light monster you control. It is treated as a tuner monster while it's face up on the field. Okay. I don't think that card's going to see much play. Saber Vault. Each face up X Saber on the field gains 1000 attack. Exits level and loses 100 defense exit level. Okay. Synchro Deflector. Activate only when a face-up synchro monster you control is selected as an attack target. Negate the attack and destroy one of your opponent's monsters. Okay, we've already seen this. Why am I reading it? Protector with blue, Eyes of Blue. So you have the Protector with Eyes of Blue now. When this card is normal summon, you can special summon one level 1 light tuner monster from your hand. You can target one effect monster you control, send it to the graveyard, and if you do, special summon one blue eyes monster from your hand. You can only use the effect Protector with Eyes of Blue once per turn. I love how they do Eyes of Blue instead of blue eyes because of all those effects they added. All right, cool. That's our first 10. Let's go for another 10. Let us go for another 10. Bubble Crash. This card can only be activated when any player has 6 or more cards in the field and or in their hand. The players then select and send cards to their respective graveyards to the amount remaining on the field and in their hand is 5. Wow, okay. That's pretty cool. Revival Gift. Select one tuner monster from your graveyard and special summon it. Its effects are negated. Special summon 2 gift tokens to your opponent's side of the field. Okay, I was gonna say, what? Oh, it doesn't say in defense mode. So you put them in attack mode? That's pretty gnarly. Tuned Magician. Spellcaster Gemini. This card is treated as a normal monster, and then when you normal summon it, it's treated as a tuner. Okay, that's all it does. Okay, just treat it as a tuner. Let's calm down. Let's calm down. Just treat it as a tuner. Dark Scorpion Chick, X-Saver Garsum. When the card on the field is destroyed and sent to the graveyard by a card effect, add one X-Saber monster from your deck to your hand. This card gains 200 attack for each face-up X-Saber monster you control, including itself, so it's a minimum 1600, I think. Oppressed People, Aqua, 1 star, 2000 defense. Ooh, that's useful. Huge Revolution. This card can only be activated during your main phase when people running about, Oppressed People, and United Resistance are face up on the side of the field. Send all cards in your opponent's hand to the graveyard, destroy all cards in your opponent's side of the field. Oh my gosh. I want to try to do this once. This card can only be activated during your main phase when people running about, oppressed people, and United Resistance are face up on your side of the field. Oh my gosh. Pinecono. Pinecono. If this card is sent to the graveyard by the effect of Econo, you can special summon this card from your graveyard. Oh, how cute. Gusto Falco. When this face-up card in the field is sent to the graveyard except by battle, you can special summon one Gusto monster from your deck in face-down defense position. Okay, that's fine. I'll take it. I'll take it. Keyman the Key Warrior, people running about, and Gen X Neutron again. We pulled 2 of the same SRs before pulling 1 new one. We've already seen Bubble Crash. Feedback Warrior. When this card is normal or special summon, you can target one face-up monster you control. Its level becomes 3, more level manipulation, and Scrap Iron Statue. I love Scrap Drag. I love scraps, like the actual archetype. When a spell trap card that is already face-up on your opponent's side of the field activates its effect, destroy that card. Also, after that, set this card face down instead of sending it to the graveyard. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target one junk monster in your graveyard special summon in defense position. That's pretty cool. So you can use this like the next turn and the next turn and the next turn. Wow. And it gets rid of Sea Stealth Attack. It gets rid of Harpy's Garbage. I like that card. Huge Revolution, United Resistance. I think our first synchro, X-Saber Sauza. So double X-Saber and X-Saber are different, folks, I guess. You contribute one X-Saber monster, then choose one of these effects. This card gains the effect until, I don't think they are. They still count. I'm not sure. At the start of the damage step, if this card battles an opponent's monster, destroy that monster. This card cannot be destroyed by trap effects. Just check the comments. The comments will let you know about the X-Saber, double X-Saber confusion that I'm having. Synchro Gift. Select 2 face-up monsters you control until the end of the phase. Reduce the attack of the Synchro monster to 0. Oh, wait. Select 2 face-up monsters you control, 1 Synchro monster and 1 non-Synchro. Until the end phase of this turn, reduce the attack of the Synchro monster to 0, and the other monster gains attack equal to the Synchro monster's original attack. Okay, so a little bit of vassal farming with this if you want to. X-Saber Sauza. You contribute 1 X-Saber monster, then choose one of these effects. This card gains until the end of the turn. This is the same card we just saw. Feels bad. Shadow Delver. This card is treated as, it's a Gemini. Once per turn, you can select one face-up level 4 or lower dark monster you control. It can attack your opponent directly this turn. Interesting. Like this card right here. Intercept Tomato. Yes, Intercept Tomato. During your opponent's turn, you can banish this card from your graveyard. This turn, any damage you take becomes 0. Any effect damage, not any damage, any effect damage. And then another Tuned Magician. Reed Butterfly. If your opponent controls a face-up Synchro monster, you control no face-up Synchro monster. You can special summon this card from your hand. Okay. Whirlwind of Gusto. If you control no monsters, target 2 Gusto monsters in your graveyard. Shuffle both targets into the deck, then special summon 1 Gusto monster with 1,000 or less defense from your deck. That's a pretty good card. I like the art on this card a lot. And then Silver's Cry. Target 1 Dragon-type normal monster in your graveyard. Special summon that target. You can only activate 1 of these per turn. I still think that card is really good. The card is really, really good. If you control the face-up Gen X controller, you can normal summon this card without tributing. Wow, that's cool. Space Gate. Each time a monster your opponent controls attacks or is attacked, place 1 Gate counter on this card at the end of the damage step. During your main phase, you can send this card to the graveyard, special summon 1 monster from your hand whose level is less than or equal to the number of Gate counters on this card. And then Gen X Solar. You can normal summon this card by tributing 1 Gen X monster. Inflict 500 damage to your opponent each time a face-up Gen X monster you control is sent to the graveyard. Ooh, whoa. I like Gen X's now. I like the new Gen X's. All right, let's go ahead and let's spend... I'm gonna do it anyway. Let's buy 3 packs and SR real quick. I'm gonna have to do this for videos and for streams, so it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna pop it right now. Just drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. I already know. Shooting Star. If a Stardust monster in the field is on the field, target 1 card in the field, and destroy that target. See, this is cool because you can activate it when your opponent has Stardust on the field. The only problem is they can negate it at that point. So it's a cool card to see. It's a cool card to see. Feedback Warrior, Bubble Crash, and Gusto Falco. We're getting into some dupes now. Okay, we're getting into some full pack dupes now. Confirmed SR. We're gonna get double X-Saber, Bogart Knight. When this card is normal summoned, you can special summon 1 level 4 or lower X-Saber monster from your hand. Cannot be used as Synchro material monster except for the Synchro summon of an X-Saber monster. Okay, and that's talking about this card right there. Coolio, coolio, coolio. All right, let's buy 10 more packs. Let's buy 10 more packs, and then we'll go ahead and just go over the cards that we have not pulled yet. Acorno. During your main phase, you can send 1 Pinecono from your hand to the graveyard and special summon this card from the hand. Nice. Queen's Double. This monster can attack. This monster may attack your opponent's life points directly. Okay. Variety come out, and you can go ahead and give that. You can use you could be really quirky and give the Synchro Summon, you give the Synchro Summon's attack, Synchro Monsters attack, over to the Queen's double, but that's pretty lame. Digusto Egolts. This is going to be a Gusto monster. One tuner and one or more non-tuner Gusto monsters. Once per turn during your end phase, you can banish one wind monster from your graveyard to target one face-down card your opponent controls and destroy it. Coolio. Oh, baby! United Resistance, Econo, and Double X Saber, Full Hail. This is literally Full Metal Alchemist. This is literally Full Helm Knight. This is literally Edward Elric. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, you can target the attacking monster. Negate that attack. This effect can only be used once while this card is face up on the field. If this card destroys an opponent's defensive monster by battle, you can target a level 4 or lower X Saber monster in your graveyard and special summon it. This is a tuner as well. 3-star tuner with a cool effect. That's awesome. Genix Gaia. If this card would be destroyed, you can destroy one Genix controller monster you control instead. Huge Revolution and at one with the sword. Activate while the only monster you control is a face-up X Saber monster. Equip this card to that monster, gains 800 attack. If it destroys your opponent's monster by battle, draw a card. It's not a bad card. Stardust Respark. When an opponent's special summon monster declares that it's direct attack, if its attack is greater than or equal to your life points, negate the attack. And if you do, draw one card, then you special summon one Stardust monster from your extra deck or graveyard. That's really good. That's like, am I going to lose I look like I'm going to lose the game? Not anymore. I have Stardust now. Wow. Okay. That means you means you got to get rid of your opponent's back row. You got to turn off your opponent's back row. That's all. You got to play Jinzo, boys. You got to play Jinzo. No, you got to just play anti-magic arrows. No, you just got to play anything to destroy it. Because it only activates on attack. We already went over the White Stone of Legend, but it's nice that we pulled it. Yeah, lots of dupes now, boys. Cyber Shark. If you control a water monster, you can normal summon this card without tributing. Another 5-star. Seems a lot of archetypes. Oh, I skipped over Needle Soldier. Darn it. Windmill Genix. It's used Genix controller and one or more non-tuner wind monsters. This card gains 300 attack for each spell or trap card set on the field. You can send one card from your hand to the graveyard to destroy one set spell or trap card. Okay, so the set spell or trap cards buff you, and then you can destroy them. I think I skipped Needle Soldier. If this card is used as Synchro Material Monster for Synchro Summon during battle between the Synchro Monster and defensive monster, deal piercing. That's cool. So it's a 1-star that can help deal piercing. That's all right. That's a little underwhelming. All right. Let's go over the cards we're missing now because we're getting a lot of dupes. So I think we're missing mostly super rares and rares. Blessing for Gusto. We already had this, I thought. No, I guess we don't. Target 2 Gusto monsters in your graveyard plus a 3rd Gusto monster in your graveyard. Shuffle the first 2 targets and then special summon the 3rd. That's pretty nice. You could play like, I don't know. It seems like you could actually play, what's that spell card? Oh my gosh, the Grassless Greener with Gustos now. Unleash your power. All Gemini monsters that were on your side of the field when this card was activated are treated as effect monsters and gain their effects. Whoa. That could be spicy. That could be spicy. Genix Ally Bellflame. Each time a monster you control is sent to the graveyard, place 1 Genix counter on this card. Each time a card in your opponent's graveyard is banished, place 2 Genix counters on this card. This card gains 100 attack for each Genix counter on it. If this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, inflict 300 damage for each Genix counter that was on this card. Wow. Okay, that's pretty cool. Future Samurai. This card is treated as okay. It's a Gemini. Once per turn, you can banish 1 monster from your graveyard to target 1 face-up monster in the field and destroy it. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's pretty dope. Dark Scorpion Burglars. When this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent sends 1 spell card from their deck to the graveyard. Cool. Predatus Puppeteer. Once per turn, you can discard 1 card. Gain control of all face level 3 or lower monsters your opponent controls until the end phase. These monsters cannot activate their effects, and cannot be tributed or used as synchro. So you just steal. You just steal a bunch of 3-stars. Isn't there like a card that does that anyway in the game? It's like a much cheaper card. It steals 3 stars or less. Success probability 0%. Select 2 random fusion monsters from your opponent's extra deck. I love it. I love how happy he looks. Look at how happy he looks knowing that his mission's gonna fail. It's like, why wasn't this in the game before? Stardust Flash. Target 1 Stardust monster in your graveyard and special summon it. I thought we pulled that. I'm almost positive no, we didn't. That's so crazy. We just bring back Stardust. The whole meta is gonna be Stardust or what beats Stardust. Desperate Tag. If a face-up attacks this monster you control during a battle and during damage calc, you can reduce the battle damage from this battle to 0 and special summon 1 level 4 or lower warrior type monster from your hand at the end of the damage step. Okay. Tuners high, discard one monster, special summon from your deck, one tuner monster with the same original type and attribute, but one level higher than the discarded monster had in hand. All right, Tuners high. Saber Slash, destroy a number of face-up cards in the field equal to the number of face-up attacks which an X-Sabers you control. Natural Tune, select one face-up level 4 or lower normal monster you control. It is treated as a tuner. I mean, we only saw light waving tuner. Hydrogenics, okay, more Synchros is what I wanted. One Genix controller and one more non-tuner water monster. When this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle sends to the graveyard, gain life points equal to the attack of the destroyed monster. Cool. Geogenics. Once per turn, if you control a face-up level 4 or lower Genix monster, you can switch the original attack and defense of this card until the end phase, for as long as you control a face-up level 4 or lower Genix monster. So this can become a 2800 attack 6-star. That's pretty cool. Then we have Galaxy Serpent, which is a 2-star light dragon tuner. 2-star light dragon tuner. Very nice. This must be a tuner. Oh, no, it's not a tuner. T. Kamui, Hope of Gusto. Flip. Special summon one Gusto tuner monster from your deck. That's pretty cool. If you can let this live, which there's infinite ways to let this live now. So I like it a lot. Okay, so now we get into the SRs that we did not pull. Faustian Bargain. Send one special summon monster on either side of the field to the graveyard and special summon one level 4 or lower normal monster from your hand. Ooh, so you can get rid of, this is actually a pretty good card just to say, oh yeah, you had a special summoned, and this just says send, so it gets around Stardust. Oh, so this card is almost like necessary. Oh boy. Okay, Dark Factory of Mass Production. Target 2 normal monsters in your graveyard and add those targets to your hand. We have X-Saber Wayne, the classic 5-star. When this card is synchro summoned, you can special summon one level 4 or lower warrior type monster from your hand. Oh boy. Black Brut Drago. One tuner, one or more non-tuner Gemini monsters. Oh man, so this works. This is what I wanted to see. Once per turn, you can send one Gemini monster from your hand to the graveyard to select and destroy one spell or trap card your opponent controls. When this card is destroyed or sent to the graveyard, you can special summon one Gemini monster in your graveyard and special summon it or select. The special summon Gemini is treated as an effect. Wow! Oh my gosh, I can't wait to play Geminis today. Azure Eye Silver Dragon, we already went over. And then we have Double X Saber Dark Soul. During the end phase, if this card was sent from your side of the field to the graveyard during this turn, you can add one X Saber monster from your deck to your hand. This card is really, really good. Really, really good. It was a classic. We already went over Stardust, Genix, Flame Veil, yes! During battle between this attacking card and defensive monster, inflict piercing. This card gains ranged attack each time it inflicts battle damage to your opponent. So it starts at 2100 fire and it's just a standard tuner monster. I love it. Double X Saber, High and Lee. When this card is synchro summoned, you can, okay, this we already went over. Mausoleum of White. Summon one level 1 light tuner monster in addition to your normal summoner set. Or during your main phase, you can do that. Once per turn, you can target one face-up monster you control, send one normal monster from your hand or deck to the graveyard, and if you do, the targeted monster gains attack equal to the level, so you send a Blue Eyes and it gains 800 attack. You can banish this card from the graveyard to add one Burst Stream of Destruction from your deck to your hand. All right, now that card's playable, boys. Oh my gosh. Unexpected Die went over. So that's all the cards in the box. Synchros are here loud and clear, man. Synchros are here loud and freaking clear. Before we wrap this up, obtained synchro cards. Start a tutorial on synchro summoning? No, we will not do that. You guys can totally access that tutorial. How come I still can't access 5Ds? I still cannot access 5Ds. Which makes no sense because I know
You've never seen techniques like this before.
I know that Yusuke's in the game, right? I'm gonna close my app one more time and open it up. 5Ds. Okay, 5D's world is finally here. Missions to unlock 5Ds have been added. Okay, what mission do I need to do? Let's find out, guys. Complete all character unlocks. Where are we? Okay, so we need to summon wind monsters 10 times. Okay, so we're not gonna be able to go to 5Ds yet. Oh, man. But we're gonna be doing this on stream. We're gonna be doing this on stream with the people. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching today's box reveal. We're gonna go ahead and have another follow-up video once we unlock all the characters, going over their level up rewards. So if you want to hit subscribe and follow along with all the info, please do so. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, hit that shady like button. I'm gonna call it a shady like button today because I'm all over the place. And of course, we're gonna have duels out the wazoo on the channel. So stick around. With that, I'm gonna get the hashtag out of here. Have yourselves a fantastic day, but above all else, keep it shady.